Hi everyone, hope all of you are keeping well. So today we will learn how to import a dataset into Spark. When I'm telling Spark, it means the Databricks Community Edition where I'm using, which is actually a cloud service provided by Databricks. So we have a video where I have already shown how you can sign up for an account and start using uh, this community edition, which is absolutely free. However, there is some limitations in the dataset, but that's absolutely fine if you are starting. So it's more than enough, I would say. So coming to today's topic, our aim is to import our data or a dataset into our Databricks Community Edition cluster. So let's take a sample dataset. So here you can just you can take any dataset, but for this example I have taken the datasets from this grouplens.org dataset. This is a very famous dataset which consists lots of ratings about movies. So here there are different versions of the dataset. So you can take any dataset, for example ml100k zip. This is 5 MB. So I have already downloaded it, so I would not download it again, and I have downloaded it in my desktop. So now the zip file has been downloaded. You can extract the folders, and within that folder you will see a lot of PL files, SH files. So basically what we are interested is u.data, this particular data file. So this is the particular file which we will import within our Databricks Community Edition. Now let's see how we are doing it. So the first step is that in the previous video I have already shown you how to create a cluster. So obviously the prerequisite is that the cluster should be running, up and running. So here you see the name of my cluster is my cluster, and this is up and running. It is it's already spinned up. So next step is to create a notebook which will run on top of this cluster. So for that I will go to workspace, and in the workspace you see that I have already created a folder, PySpark hands-on. So within that particular folder I will create a notebook. So this is my notebook. So you can give it any name you like. Let's say for example I will give the name as full script, and I am comfortable in Python. That's the reason I'm using Python. You can take any other language, be it Scala, be it SQL or R. And since we have only one cluster, test is there, though it's not running. So this is the only cluster which is online. I'm selected that within the cluster, and I'm just creating this particular script. Okay, now what to do? So now I will import the data. So for that what I will do is that I will upload the data. So for that I will just select that u.data file which I have shown you. So now I have imported it. So now it's done. So you see u.data Spark or the Databricks has already renamed is u-4.data. Since I have already imported that data a couple of times, precisely 3 times I have already uploaded that particular data, so there are copies. So that's the reason this time it is giving suffix -4. So nothing to worry about. So this is our unique file, and this is the particular link that you will be using in your program to access this data set. So now this has been uploaded, and this has given us a Spark API format API. So you can call it as an API link, whatever you can call it. Basically it is the link through which you will be accessing the data set. So I'm just copying it, and now let's start the scripting part. So it's a very small 2-line script. I will try to show you out here how to consume this particular data set. So now, the first thing is that I will create a variable called RDD, and then I will create a Spark context, that is AC dot text. uh, Text should be in small, and file, and then I will give the data part, the path. Now this is done. uh, let us run this particular line of code and see if there is any error or not. Hopefully there should not be any error. It's already executed. So that means in this particular variable called RDD, I have already taken this particular data set. So this particular RDD right here, it can be any name you can use. You can use test, you can use any name. It's actually a variable or a placeholder. So now let's see what are the data within it. So in that case, I will just try to print out the first 10 rows out of this data set. For that, what I will do is that RDD dot RDD is the name of the object or the variable, take, and I will take the first 10 rows. It can be any number. That's our output. We have got the first 10 rows. And you see how the data is being stored into this particular file. So later on, when I will show you different other programs how to process this data, so there we will start utilizing the format in which this particular data, or in the manner in which this particular data has been stored. So there are significance of those particular data that like I'm not very sure right now, but later on we will revisit this, like how the data is stored. So it can be rating, it can be the file name, it can be anything, but as of now the data are being stored like this. So for our today's video, the main objective was that how you will import the data from your local system to your community edition. I will store it out there as a file, and then ultimately you will consume that particular data in your program. So that's all for today. Thanks. And if you find this channel helpful, consider subscribing. That will make me happy and encourage me to create some other videos as well, which will help you. Thank you.